is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear. Move your hands up for the pink blue bear we call Bree. Yeah. And let your inner beast scream. He is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear. You could put the panda into the bear. Beauty is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear. Move your hands up for the pink blue bear we call Bree. Yeah. And let your inner beast scream. He is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear. You could put the panda into the bear. Beauty is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear. Move your hands up for the pink blue bear we call Bree. Yeah. And let your inner beast scream. He is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear. You could put the panda into the bear. Beauty is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear. Move your hands up for the pink blue bear we call Bree. Yeah. And let your inner beast scream. He is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear. You could put the panda into the bear. Beauty is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear. Move your hands up for the pink blue bear we call Bree. Yeah. And let your inner beast scream. He is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear. You could put the panda into the bear. Beauty is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear. Move your hands up for the pink blue bear we call Bree. Yeah. And let your inner beast scream. He is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear. You could put the panda into the bear. Beauty is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear. Move your hands up for the pink blue bear we call Bree. Yeah. And let your inner beast scream. He is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear. You could put the panda into the bear. Beauty is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear. Move your hands up for the pink blue bear we call Bree. Yeah. And let your inner beast scream. He is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear. You could put the panda into the bear. Beauty is the breed. The breed is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear.
Oh, my microphone's so close to it now.
Oh shit, I didn't change your thing. You still got the volume next to your name. Alright. We're a little bit late, so we're going to just jump right into it. No questions asked, just going right into it straight ahead. Because I have things to do later on. That's why I took so long. Because, yeah, life. But yeah, hey Artemis, how's it going? And anyone else who joins the stream later, sorry that we are so late today, but yes, you can check it out on YouTube later. Alright, let's go.
What did we get?
This isn't the same wheel as last time, is it?
No. I think so.
Because I think ignition, unless I'm confusing it, looked similar. Might not be.
I can have a look in a moment. I'm just trying to organize everything. I was in a rush. Rushing. So,
and you can see the stream too. Did I share it too?
Yep.
I think we played this. Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, not
Yeah.
finding it on any playlist.
No, I'm sure we did. We played this last stream.
Last stream was the second. Have a look.
Because it had the Japanese in there as well, and it sounded like Initial D.
Yes.
We did?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, because I've already thumbed it. Alright, I don't, you can
Just
sort
give me
that
a
out later,
second.
but yeah, we did that, my bad. But yeah, I think that was added to the vibe. But again, yeah, thanks for that night out, but we played that last time, so that was our mistake. We fudged it a little. Alright, Roku.
I'll
This
add
one.
I'll give you the next one that was in the list to play after this one. 'Cause I'm an idiot.
Cyberpunk. Yeah. Let's sip on this flavored lemon lime bitter water. No, I never understand the words, but I sort of understand the intention. Japanese has its own like thing where like you can say words like that are the same thing as something else. It just depends on the inflection and the tone sometimes. It's a little like Chinese in that sense.
It was just rushing a little bit.
Yeah, the ignition was done. We're listening to this one now.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta fix another link as well. I usually delete what's been played, but I must have gotten this one. But we'll I'll put the next latest one there, or least late. There we go. So when we're done with this one, just refresh the list and then play the next one rather than rolling the wheel.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, right, Artemis? We're here to like have an opinion, and everyone's different. You can't force anyone to like anything, really. But the fact that we're out here making stuff, that's That's cool. And I always try to push people to, rather than pop out as many songs as they can, go back and rework. Like if you, let's say you had only 10 songs, I wouldn't be like, oh, this person only has 10 songs. I'd be like, this person has 10 songs that they can tweak and tweak and tweak and like cut sections, extend sections, crop sections, remove sections, replace sections, and keep doing it until it's good enough. But yeah, just thought I'd say that, mention that. Anyway, this, I would say, I mean, I do like Vocaloid. This felt, though, that it was constantly ramping the entire time. I think there wasn't much variation between parts. Like there was, it was subtle, like where it'd be like da 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 da, and then the next part would be da 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 da. So it would be a tiny bit faster. So that would let me know that it was the next section. But I'm not sure if, like, I might be wrong, but I always think that like refrains are supposed to be a little bit like more subtle, but because the refrain and this section and the verse, this entire section felt like ramping, 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 and then still ramping. So I would have just thought that this was one long verse because it was just one verse ramping to the chorus. There wasn't much change. But the good part, I like that it had the guitar going in the background, that like little medley riff bit. And the fact that it did follow the pattern of Vocaloid songs. They usually will be a little bit dysfunctional. And they're like that on purpose because it is like robotic chaos. And there are different versions of Miku that has like chaos, crazy, dysfunctional. She has like the sort of girly girl one and her slowed down versions. Like, so I'm definitely like getting into more of the different alts, as you will. But yeah, that's what I thought. So what do you think, June?
Well, I was probably too distracted to hear half of it. But there is actually a lot of Vocaloid songs that use that exact method. But unfortunately, because of the amount, the training data is probably picked up most of that as a trope. But it just sounded like a regular Vocaloid track. There wasn't anything incredibly wrong with it, but there wasn't anything amazing about it. But it's just a solid Vocaloid track to me, from what I heard.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good job, Roku. And keep it up, and as always, yeah.
Then just refresh the list and then play the next one on the list.
Well, I gotta go.
No, you don't need to roll it because we're replacing the one that I messed up.
Oh, are we?
With another one of theirs.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean this rivalry one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we'll play that one after then. The next one on the wheel will be after.
Yeah, the Ignition one was played last stream.
Anti-Vocaloid tags, yeah. That's funny. Nice. I think it was good. There was like parts there where I was like a little bit lost again. So I was like, like, where am I? What sounded like the weirdest thing to me was the ready to burn those rubber. Like it sounded for some reason I was like would it have been better if it was rubbers? But then I was like, no, because that doesn't make sense either. But because also condoms can be called rubbers. And normally you would say burning rubber, like if you're burning the tire, like it's several tires burning rubber. But ready to burn those rubber? That just sounds a little strange to me, but it could be like, you know, if you know how you see like bad translations on Japanese t-shirts or like Asian t-shirts, and it's like "love you I do" or something, and it always sounds like really weird. So in that sense, it could be totally fine. But yeah, that was the only negative, I think, just where I got like a little bit lost in the middle somewhere. Like it just felt like it was a little bit circling, but the tune was great, the pattern is great. Again, you've captured that vibe of the old school like racing games and arcade games, so you done it again as far as capturing that essence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick that in yeah, it's another vibe.
So, yeah, I would say, I think the first thing that came to mind was that you understood the assignment, but there was chance for extra credit and you didn't take it. I think that's probably the best way to explain it. It's definitely like the lyrics are exactly what I would expect for this type of song. And I was going to say the mix was a bit flat, but I think that's just because I had to listen to it again while Bree was talking on my end and it sounded better. But yeah, it's once again solid, and you're getting really good at Eurobeat in general and that style of music. So keep going with that, because you'll be great at some point, and well, great, you'll be amazing at some point.
Reaching that mountaintop.
And then hopefully when they fix their model and you can make more dynamic stuff, then you can throw them all on Spotify and make a couple dollars.
Yeah.
So I would give it like a 8 out of 10, but I don't know what you would add to make it more dynamic, because it's followed perfectly. But I don't know. Maybe I've just heard too much Eurobeat lately.
Maybe just some music like breakdown in the middle, like with sometimes maybe a little less words, I think would be nicer. Where it's like there's some words at the beginning, then a little bit, and then like it doesn't necessarily have to have 3 verses. It could only just have like 2 verses, right? Like one verse, then like music section where it's just like da 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 da, like a hype, and then a chorus, and then da 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 da, hype, and then verse, and then last chorus, and then just like a fading sort of we're going off the road kind of. Like I'd like to hear that kind of like style, where it's just like the music part where you're like, all right, we finished talking about what we're gonna do and now we're doing it, and so that's the part where you start dancing and you're like but yeah, you could easily do that, I know, like you got it, just do that.
Doesn't have to be Spotify or for money, can just be YouTube.
All right, we got easier.
Are we on this? Oh, it's almost in the right spot. It is now in the right spot.
Easier. Boop.
I whisper, but no one listens. I lie, so no one worries. But I don't even believe myself anymore. I'm fine. I'm fine. I say I'm fine. I've said it so many times, it doesn't even sound like my voice anymore. I can't take it anymore. I lie because it's easier. I joke so they don't ask. I say I'm tired when I mean I don't know how long I can last. I'm gone. No one sees the crack where I fell. They walk past like I was never there. No one hears the way I break. The echo only pulls me deeper. I'm not okay. I'm not alright. I'm just a husk of who I was inside. I can't make a sound. I can't make them stay. But I still feel the weight. I still feel the weight. I'm not okay. I'm not alright. I'm just a husk of who I was inside. I can't make a sound. I can't make them stay. But I still feel the weight. I still feel the weight. I wake up tired. I sleep in guilt. Every step feels like something I've built. A checklist, a script to play a part. Not a life, just a list to restart. I'm fine. I'm fine. I talk, but the words feel empty. I smile, but it barely fits me. Like I've been wearing someone else's skin, waiting for the day it finally sinks in. I'm fine. No one sees the crack where I fell. They walk past like I was never there. No one hears the way I break. The echo only pulls me deeper. I'm not okay. I'm not alright. I'm just a husk of who I was inside. I can't make a sound. I can't make them stay. But I still feel the weight. I still feel the weight. I don't even know what counts anymore. If getting dressed is supposed to be a victory, why does it feel like a loss? If surviving is enough, why does it still feel like I'm fading? I thought it would get lighter, but all I've done is learn how to carry it quieter. And I can't tell if that's strength or just me giving up slowly. Do you even care? Can't you hear me tearing your apart?
Okay, I really love this one, and I wanted to just like say that it could have stopped a little earlier, like at the end, I think somewhere near like 3 minutes 40 something. It could have come to a very quick, abrupt end, like after he finishes screaming the tearing apart, and then the da and then but just end. That would have been perfect. I would have liked to have heard the quieter part where he goes, how to carry it quieter, like if he whispered that word kind of thing, like quiet, and then tur, like is whispered, like tur. That would have been really cool too. The section there was a part, hang on, I really want, hang on, because I really fucking love this, to be honest.
But I still feel the weight. I still feel
There was something somewhere, like, I think here, maybe. Echo only pulls me deeper. There was a section in the middle somewhere. I'll listen to it again later, maybe if I have time. Where it felt like it was starting to follow that that normal AI shit that you like hear, where they just follow a pattern. And I think at the beginning he pronounced something really weird as well. But yeah, if I go back through it, then I can tell you what it was. But yeah, really loved it. Really creative. And again, like, fucking your music is just like impressing me, dude. Like, fucking, I'm a fan. And I can expect great things from you, honestly. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I would like to make as well. Like, I've done it in the past, like this kind of interesting style of stuff. And then you've taken it a step further, so I can honestly fucking appreciate that. Like, with just like a few minor fixes, this will be like the best of the best, in my opinion. But yeah, what do you think, Jordan?
Well, now I'm gonna feel like a bad guy.
Well, that's fine if you don't. I different opinions.
So musically, well structured. The lyrics have a very strong LLM energy. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. I think when you're getting to that quality of content, sometimes small things like that will come up for me, and maybe move me off the path of it's definitely good. And the voice musically is good by Suno standards. It seems to be the default metal man, default pop metal guy that pops up everywhere. I've heard it on Breeze stuff all the time.
That's why I said it's stuff that I would make, probably.
But mixing wise, the very beginning, it surprised me because very little of the songs that I listen to actually have a guitar that sounds fully like a guitar. Yes, it degrades towards the end, but that first like minute or so, where it actually sounded like guitar and the mixing was really good. I really liked that, and more people should pay attention to what the mixing's like when they make their songs. Because I really want them to sound like that, where it doesn't sound like there's a piano in the background playing a middle C every time they try and do a note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
So, good effort. Big up.
Big up. Oh, ooh, oh, oh.
Oh, actually, Martin might be asleep at this point.
Martin.
He was hoping that he'd get in to the stream, and then I said he was, but he only had like 2 hours sleep, so he's probably dead.
Martin, if you're here, cool. If you're not, sleep well, my guy. But check this out later. Yeah, Martin.
10, 2 minutes, 9 seconds.
Reaching for me, but love turned to blame. Parents left first, but the word still stayed. Burned bridges down and cursed the ones who gave. Found a new home, but the past don't fade. They looked at me like a debt unpaid. Told me to choose, but I never had size. Just a kid trying to live while they weaponized pride. Hope was all I had when the fire rose. Tried to hold on, but I had to let go. Still standing, still breathing, still walking my road. Even when love felt more like a ghost, but defiant. They said thread. You're ours like a chain on my skin, like I owed my soul for the blood we were in. But love ain't a prison, ain't something you buy. If family means pain, then I'll say goodbye. I saw the truth in the ones who stayed, not in the words but the hands that gave. They raised me up though they took the fall, while the ones who left just cursed them all. Hope was all I had when the fire rose. Tried to hold on but I had to let go. Still standing, still breathing, still walking my road, even when life felt more like a ghost. 18 years, now the choice is mine. No more chains, no more ties. They say I betrayed, but they let me go. So why am I the villain in the story they wrote? I won't look back, I won't feel shame. I found my path through all the flames. Still got wounds, still got scars, but hope kept me whole in the darkest parts. Smoke in the air, voices collide, torn between blood and the ones on my side. They called it betrayal, but I call it fate. Had to find love in a home they hate.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I would say I like the tune, the melody, the way that her voice carried the chorus was really nice. Strangely enough, the second chorus was better than the first chorus, in the sense that in the first chorus, when she tried to say let go, like, because she said fire rose, and then the let go part was let go. But then on the second chorus, she says rose and go. So she does that, like, where it goes lower. She hit that, but she didn't seem to hit it in the first one. It was like a flat note. But yeah, good wise, yeah, it follows, it flows well, it follows a like thing quite well. The voice is nice enough, but again, we're starting to get that degradation near the end. That's like, you know, I hate it, and I think right now I'm like, I almost like broke every bone in my brain, just being over Suno right now. So but yeah, this does fit those like sort of generic pop song things, whether like that's not in a bad way, of course, like it's something you would expect to hear. I would just say lyrically for me it felt a little vanilla, but that's the only negative, I think, honestly. The rest of it was fine. It's your average everyday radio song, to be honest.
Yeah. Average everyday radio song. Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of agree with you about it being the usual kind of radio song, but there were times where I was listening to it where I was actually pulling out some uncommon chords and keys that I haven't really heard that much of on Suno, which is definitely a plus. Lyrically, it does have a bit of LLM energy to it, but I didn't notice it as much because of the, like, it was somewhat dynamic, so it definitely helped a lot. It sucks that emo rap wasn't really there. That would have been interesting.
Oh yeah. It'd been interesting for sure.
But it is a personal song, and knowing that, it does add a little bit more to it.
Burgers? Fucking food? I'm going out for food soon. I want food.
Yeah. Some Chinese food.
Chinese food. But yeah, good job.
So yeah, I like it. Like, in comparison to the other pop songs I've heard on Suno, it's definitely way up there. Because there's some pretty bad ones up there. So you've definitely hit high marks on that end.
Oh.
Yeah. Send more.
Oh.
I know you only have one other more. One other song. But
We're all
one other
Englishing
more.
really well today. Like, did you finish your burger, and then what you just said, and then I think what I said, and then that burning rubber thing mentioned. Well, I didn't know, what was it? Are you ready to? I don't know what it was, but yeah, that threw me off to English. Alright, Cyano cat. Cyano? Probably Cyano cat. I'm saying it funny. Australia. Yeah.
Keanu.
Keanu cat. You didn't do the thingy.
Oh,
I'll just.
alright. Can you find it?
Yeah.
So I'll move it. I just.
Your song. You mean Metal in the Meat?
No, it has not.
Turn over and over in my hands. The dream and on Collins, the mockeries of which you know speak syllables, the craze, know and repeat in signage, whether inside from the same street you walk on the other side with a single side, but here are all the more apparent. Mumbling tongues like engines utter truth and madness in semblance of your own midday ventures and ambient thought tumbles through philosophies and scenarios in which the weight of the world prevents you. The monsters here in shoulders through which you hide, and strange incident or lesser with fears that run out as the ennui, the very dread of a life of vicious waste. Either as the unknowing is less suffocating than the overwhelming struggle of the one struggle of constant expectation in a grey world. Your hands keep their grip like individuals do. Taking the time to see this isn't a dream, but reality behind the scenes staring at you, and it's scary, I know, as are the secrets of chrome and rabbit-headed ones that shake the foundations in this place. Simple for sense, forge the course, the way forward beyond the scope of some decaying world. The page of hope is awaiting as you are calculating your way beyond the next signpost where the faceless things gather.
Ah, look at that. Yeah. Artemis was thanking you for the picture of the playlist.
Ah, well, that wasn't deliberate. And it's gonna change to Bree's face. So blame Bree for having a face.
Yeah. My face is the reason why that's up there?
Huh? No, because it was up there because it was the first song that was put on the list.
Ah, okay. So
I haven't edited
basically,
the picture
if
yet.
You're first on the playlist, then you get to be on there.
For the stream, and then when I post the stream, you'll disappear.
Still though, look at that airtime. Look at that airtime you're getting.
Yeah. That doesn't take anything back, take anything away from what you make though. You make some pretty good stuff from memory.
What's wrong? Coming, wake up again. Diving. Do you hear me? Around here. What's wrong? What's wrong?
Interesting. It was like a drug trip, artistic wise. So I would definitely like say that this is more of an art piece than a song. Like how some of mine are, like I would describe them as art pieces rather than songs. Yeah, like I liked the concept and the idea and the story. You know, it felt like it was just like a robot slowly like I imagine he's like in this like pit of other robots that people have just thrown away, and he's like been degrading and rusting and just kind of spending his time there like being forgotten about, and he's just talking and still like following protocol with his voice box, just like and then it's just like blah, blah, blah. And then at the end he's like, you know, is like anyone out there, you know? So yeah, I think the only negative would be like the chorus part. It was like it had started and then there was like this whole like blah 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 like music part, and then it was like la la la, and then some more music part. I would have liked the chorus to be the one part that kind of came in sort of quicker, and like not like it felt like 10 years later. There was like too much gap between the first la 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 to the let go of these things. There was like a huge gap there that felt like could have just been like cropped out to make it a bit shorter in that chorus section, so that the rest could just be like the story type thing. But yeah, honestly, great concept, and from an art side of it, I'm gonna stick it into my playlist.
Yeah.
On That's So Different.
Wow. So, I'm gonna judge it from the time, based on the time that it was released. I'll judge it as I would a 3.5 song from the same point. So it's actually pretty unique for the time that it was released. I wasn't hearing stuff like that back then that much. And the like the lead in and the hook was really nice. It did kind of, I think, kind of droned at about the 2-minute mark. But I don't know. It was 3.5. 3.5. I don't know. It either works with you or it doesn't. It either gives you the best thing you've ever heard or the worst thing you've ever heard. But yeah, I liked it as a 3.5 song. It was really good. But yeah, just that droning 2 minutes onwards felt way too long.
Yeah. What?
I'm probably going to be a dick for a little bit too, because I'm kind of rushing in my head as
Yeah,
well.
no, we are, and we're rushing for time as well. I want to try and get these finished before we skedaddle.
Kiko-chan. Kiko-chan. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna. Oh, actually, no,
Beach.
it was almost in the right spot. It was almost there.
Beach.
Beach. Peach.
Beach.
Where is Peach? She ran away.
You son of a beach. Beach, 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 beach. Beach.
Buongiorno, buonasera a tutti presenti. La playa's ready, the waves are lazy. Watashi, ただの夏のふりしてる夢を入りとさ。Desde Kamakura con flow internacional.
Yeah.
冷やし中華それとアイス抹茶。Allora, 準備はいい?
It might show up next stream. Could I try to set it up that there's one person, or one song by one artist, and no repeats on the stream? So it looks like we have less than 12 artists posting. So you'll probably show up next time. Excuse me?
片手に立ってた君溶ける前に俺がメルトみんな見てる知ってるでも君だけ気にしてない感じカモメさえちょっとジェラス砂浜に起こるスモールステップああもうなんで近いのに遠いねえ君って繁殖だよねねえワクチラちょっとだって僕のきっと君しか見えないこれって恋でしょ愛って呼ばれても君だけは止まらないラプライヤー照らすそのミラーがもうノーウェイ逃げられない波音の向こうで笑った君の声聞いた瞬間に夏が始まった気がしたねえワクチラちょっと、だって僕の本当だって君しか見えないこれって恋でしょ多分ね誰でももう見えてないこの距離で Say my name 太陽のせいにしていいラプライヤーでキスしたくなる
That was really good. Yeah, let me go back to that because it went away. Yeah, that was really, really good. Honestly, the only negative I think is the spoken intro part. It all sounded like one guy. I would have liked for it to sound like several different guys because everything after it sounds like your typical Japanese boy band where there's this guy and then this guy and he's the dreamboat guy and then there's this guy and he's the bad boy. Like I was expecting to hear I guess that here, but it sounded like one guy that spoke many languages. But then here it sounds like several different guys who are like chiming in with their like stuff. So yeah, I think that would have been nice. I don't know if that's something you can even do, really. It's kind of hard sometimes to get the different vocals, but I mean,
Yeah.
it did, like, there was some difference in vocals here, like that you could hear like some maybe like a Mexican guy or like a Latina guy, and then you could hear the Japanese guy, and then you could hear this other guy doing the soulful part. So like there was a difference in voices here. But yeah, I actually fucking I really liked that enough, I think, that
You really liked that enough. English.
yeah, I really liked that well, I was saying enough to put it in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be really liked, it'd be you liked it enough. So I'm probably going to say this a lot, because it there only seems to be a few people doing it. But I really appreciate people like Kiku-chan that actually realize that there's more genres than rock and pop and Vocaloid for Japanese music. That they do experiment with different things like flamenco or samba or
Yeah, like I've said,
just
like I've
general.
got music on my games that is like Japanese mixed with
I haven't
many
even seen many
genres.
breakcore stuff for some reason. Like I would have thought that'd be the obvious one. But that intro was very, very, very cheesy. I also don't know if it's supposed to be the player or if it's supposed to be the player. I'm not entirely sure because I'm not sure what
I think
what the
player-
word is that was shortened.
Yeah, it's not player. It's not the English word player. It's la playa, which is the Latin or Mexican word, whatever language that is.
Yeah, that's just me being dumb.
Yeah. That's fine.
But I really like it. And
Really
Suno
need to
wise
turn
is
you
really
down
unique.
more.
And I think you and Night Owl are doing a really good job, like pushing the other genres out there that really need to be pushed out.
Your voice?
Get that volume out of here.
You keep like you're yelling.
What?
Your
I'm not
voice keeps
trying to.
hitting the red, man.
Okay, hold on. Man. Okay, hold on. I'll turn it down a little bit. Is that helping any?
Yeah,
I've
that's
lowered
fine.
myself down by 6 decibels.
Yeah, that's fine. Like,
So yeah, it's good, unique. I love it. Make more.
yeah, you're getting really fancy shit from you, Kiku. I like your shits.
Kiku-chan.
That's weird. Alright. More like take Raxon, because that's all you do. You just take my heart. Alright. Give Raxon. Give Raxon some. Ah, shit.
I'll find a new joke eventually.
Yeah.
I swear.
Just, it's either itchy brain or the other one, you know?
That high that your body craves, eludes your mind depraved. That sickly sweet deep gray, dead. The brooding silhouette, drays too close, winds up dead. They'll never get there high. Too busy, stuck rock bottom. the brooding silhouette. Trace too close, winds up dead. They'll never get their high. Too busy, stuck rock bottom.
Oh, Raxon. Alright, I hate it. Nah. That was good. What I do think that, because you love me shitting on you, and you love Jordan shitting on you, so I don't know if he also agrees with me on this one, but, the too busy stuck rock bottom, that throws it off for me entirely. I was thinking, it's not exactly the words. I think it needs one more word, like too busy stuck at rock bottom, and the way that it says bottom, instead of saying bottom and like lasting for a while, like if it said bottom, like stuck at rock bottom, like down a note, if she could hit that at rock bottom and then you do that crash sound, then that would fit that. Like I think it comes out weird, like it's already weird here, but at the end it's super duper weird. That's my only negative, I think. Just like see if you can reverse, like change that, replace that, like get her to drop key at rock bottom, to go from like that middle ground and going downwards, so rock bottom, so like go down from there. If you can do that, then this will be fucking the top of the top, like you're doing some good shit. So I wanted to say that, you know me, I fucking love your stuff, and my negative is that part, so if that is something you want to do, go ahead and do that. If not, it's whatever. But yeah, another good one from Raxon. He just needs to in my opinion, fix that one line and then it's perfect.
So I'm gonna have to judge this, yes, because it is Rax. So I'd probably give this a 6 out of 10 Raxon pain. Like in comparison to the other stuff, it's pretty kind of flat. Like in comparison to everyone else's music, it's amazing. But in comparison to stuff he's released in the past, maybe not so much. I really I think Raxon's the only one that seems to be experimenting with using stereo panning. Sometimes people get it by accident. It feels like Raxon does it deliberately. And that's really good. That was nice and surprising. Like I actually looked to my right while I was listening to it because I wasn't sure where it was coming from.
Whoa.
But yeah, as a song, if it wasn't Raxon, I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. Like there's a couple of bits that can kind of fall off a tiny bit, but nothing. Like if you were just listening to it for the first time, or maybe even the second time, you wouldn't even notice, and you'd be vibing along the whole time. But yeah,
if it's any consolation, Raxon, I want to stick it on my top shelf, but I would rather hear that fix that I mentioned if I was. I'm not forcing you to do anything, obviously. I'm just saying, in my opinion.
and I guess the last thing is, that's probably the most positive, is I was actually planning on doing some drum and bass and release some new stuff because I hadn't done it for a while, and I don't think I need to anymore because I don't think it'd be up to quality, not compared to yours anyway.
Because you smell like a barker.
Yeah, stop smelling like a barker.
A barker, Raxon.
You didn't punish yourself enough.
Alright. Sometimes though, like it is like a different tune for Rax, and if you're considering that everything he does is like over the top and like sort of messy in a good way,
Yeah.
it is nice to hear some chill from him. Think it in your butt. Oh, hot.
Oh, it wasn't butt at all. Oh,
It's weird.
man.
Thought you were gay, Cooney. Too. Funny joke.
Actually, is Gay Cooney here today? Gay Cooney, you up?
You up, brother? I don't even know if I messaged him actually. Thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Is song in here?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's below give.
Have you ever wondered if you're reliving it all like one big Groundhog Day loop as long as your whole life? That you already wrote one about your days in
He's a
fall,
good
that it's
barker.
just all goddamn
He's the barker we
memories
all need.
walk through life, and it might repeat endlessly, on and on for good. I've wondered the same thinking of things.
Oh, actually, I
like
thought he was a
deja vu,
femboy. I
but
thought that was.
Oh yeah, he's a femboy now, yeah.
time and space
Yeah.
are illusion, singularity bruise. All that was is or could be is here and right damn now. This existential dread, it is the rot and the bane of this wonderful universe where we need not bow. If we do live many lives, they may rhyme, aren't the same. There's so much to life we may never understand. It sure as shit ain't about some deity's commands. We're all connected with a goddamn quantum spark. So feel it in your brain and think it in your heart. The houses we build upon the ever-shifting sands, the certainties we try to hold so damn dear to us, the need we feel to know just where it is that we stand. Forgetting our senses are the one thing we can trust. All of them, not just the ones they teach you of in school. The magical intuition that makes us all whole. The innate knowledge that there's no true kings, none on rule. This thing we have multifaceted, strange so-called soul. The multiverse is within each individual. Both the physical particles and our essence is one and the same, with quarks, energies invisible. The magic within and between each node coalesce. So much to life we may never understand. It sure as shit ain't about some deity's commands. We're all connected with a goddamn quantum spark. So feel it in your brain and think it in your heart. And there's a question for some, is it real at all? But does that matter truly to your heart and balls? Reality is an arbitrary mind trap. The nature of it is however it's made up. What if you're just a brain floating in the dark abyss? Would it make any difference at all? Just think a bit. All the people you know, love you've had, piss you've pissed, wouldn't be any less real if you're where they all live. The vastness of the cosmos, external, internal. If you're the universe, then fuck it, man, you're God now. Beings of imagination too are eternal, just like you, me, that plushie, the eaten, murdered cow. There's so much to life we may never understand. It sure as shit ain't about some deity's commands. We're all connected with a goddamn quantum spark. So feel it in your brain and think it in your heart. Whether you are in the universe or it's inside of you, know this, feel it, experience it, oh so very true. It's real and both things have always been true. There's no distinction, and when we exist in all, there's no need to fear extinction.
I love how Artemis is like, oh, my song. Almost, but not quite. It's funny. Yeah, that was done pretty good actually this time. I think I am starting to actually notice though that you're using the same words and sentences, and it's starting to play on repeat with what you're writing, because you're writing so much stuff, like you're, I guess, going back on stuff that you've already written before and just repeating. because you've said quarks and other things like that, and it is starting to, I guess I would say, it's losing its magic when you start to hear the same things over and over again. Because they do that on Instagram too, right? Where like something will just be like played and it'll just be the same thing and then the same thing and the same thing and the same thing, and they'll have like 200 videos of the same thing, just like one slight different, like different clothes, or like maybe it's at a different section, or maybe the person's dancing differently, or like the video is different but the music is the same. Like it's feeling like that. But yeah, the first I think 2 minutes were actually really, really good. Then it started to do that thing where like it sounds like someone's singing in a tin can. But yeah, like this quick sort of fiddly diddly sound, like I liked it actually, and it was fit better than some other stuff that you've done, so I liked the upbeat of it all. And again, you're fitting that old school emo band type deal. So yeah, it was pretty good. I think I'm gonna stick that into our playlist, but I'm going to put it in here.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if this was made before or after the conversation that we had about motifs, but I'm noticing there aren't a lot of the really strong motifs that I was noticing last.
Oh, we heard your song Baldy, by the way. It was good. I made some comments on it.
Lyrically, I didn't really notice as many patterns. Bree did this. I might not have been concentrating enough, but I did notice that, yeah, the motifs, like the standing tall and proud motif and the plushy motif, was mostly removed. I didn't exactly want it all the way removed, if that's what happened. But lyrically, still leagues above anything I would be able to write. And you should continue that way. Maybe don't write so many songs. Maybe like leaves some room for breathing, and then write it again. It did grade a little later on. Although I'm actually pretty sensitive in general, so I don't know if it actually degraded, but it felt like it did.
No, it
about halfway
was. I
through.
mentioned that it was starting to the
Yeah.
tin can.
So yeah, if it's good. Keep it up.
All right.
Make more. Just don't make them so often. Burn yourself out.
Yeah, don't burn yourself out. Oh, so close, Artemis, every time. No, brooding intent.
Put it in the right spot. Why does that?
I don't know, I'm playing it from...
I keep moving it, and it's like it's moved around on me.
What? Okay. No, it's still at the bottom. It's not moved its way up the list for some reason.
Okay, I think it fixed. Not that it matters, because we're listening to it.
Hiya. Hiya.
See you earlier.
Yeah. Saulian?
That was at the beginning of a something a choir would sing. See you earlier.
Oh. That ending was nice just then. That was good. I really liked the fact that at the beginning, you could tell the difference between that there was like the regular violin and I don't think it's called a cello, but it's the really big heavy violins that have to be played with a bigger string, and they're like placed on the floor, and you like slide in there with your giant like violin stick thing. I like that you could tell the difference between them, and that there was like almost like a symphony type deal happening. That was really nice. So yeah, like this was really good. I think the only negative for me with this one was the middle section. Like I liked the fact that it was starting to sound like a dubstep song kind of, where it was like the drop parts, like the but like it was cleaner towards the end than it was smack dab in the middle. Those like wob drops, like the on the violin was kind of like really maybe a bit too dirty. It would have been nice if it was a little cleaner. But honestly, like I've heard songs like this before. I've got some on my iPod actually that are like violin orchestra dubstep stuff. So and I've got one that's like rap orchestra dubstep as well. So this is what I would expect from those kinds of genres. But yeah, that was good job, man. Fucking besides Suno like making it sound a little bit like crunchy in the middle, that's it's actually really fucking good. Yeah.
I'm always going to be a proponent for classical music. We need a lot more classical music. There's not really. It feels like everything is a Eurovision Song Contest song, where it's just violin and just regular drums. Kind of grates on me quite a lot. The person that does it a lot, maybe not recently, but after hearing it so many times. This one though is good. I think what should have happened is you probably should have moved one way or the other, because it feels like the beat in the middle comes far too late in the song for the music itself to feel complete. I feel like if you just went all classical the whole time or started with the beat, or shorten the intro.
Oh, you
a
know
little
what would have
bit, it
been
might have helped.
cool? Some chanting, like in the
Yeah.
middle section,
Yeah,
like
so
some
a choir ensemble. Yeah, that would have definitely helped. Yeah. But in saying that, I know how temperamental V4 is with orchestral stuff. Like I've tried to make orchestral stuff, and it's not quite up to standard. Either it sounds too synthetic, or it doesn't follow exactly what I'd expect. But 3.5 kind of makes it, I know the nicer orchestrals I'm used to from like 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
But it's good, and you need to make more orchestral. There's not enough orchestral stuff.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, as far as you said,
again.
Saliath. Yeah, your song was played earlier, so
That's
you can
in the
check
right
that
spot.
out. What was it again?
Bardic Inspiration.
Ah, yeah.
I actually read that as Wolf, not Woo. I was very confused.
The battle does call, with his steel he'll strike. The paladin moves ahead for the light. But friend, before you take your swing, let bardic inspiration do its thing. Roll the die, let courage swell, attuned to guide a magic spell. With every note, your strength takes flight. An extra d6 should win this fight.
Because he's a gamer, and he's probably gaming right now.
A shadow moves, a careful hand, a rogue's daring chance, a prize so grand. But luck is fickle.
Dungeons and Dragons or some kind of.
Bardic inspiration and steal plenty. Roll the die, let courage swell, attuned to guide a magic spell.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors between you guys for the last two.
Yeah.
The wounds run deep, the light grows thin. A cleric's prayer won't let us win. But faith's renewed, the gods take station. Try to heal with bardic inspiration. Roll the die, let courage swell, attuned to guide a magic spell. With every note, your cure becomes bolder. An extra d6 to ease wounds from that beholder. And now for me, the final blow, a melody to fell the foe. One last refrain, my grand salvation. D6 refreshed with superior inspiration. Roll the die, let courage swell, attuned to guide a magic spell. With every note, my songs do soar. An extra d6 to win the war. For when my notes have all been played, and silence calms the serenade, our fate now sealed, the party took the chance to abuse bardic inspiration, and now we dance. Roll the die, legends will rise, a melody that never dies. With every beat, every strum, each note I play, we claim our muse. Bardic inspiration, an extra d6 we can not lose.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I like this, right? And the chorus is really catchy. I think this would have been actually really, really good as well had you not included the final chorus at all and just put the chorus after the bridge, but do a full chorus again, and then after the chorus, as it's fading out, do the ba-da-da-da-da-da. And maybe not so many, just like a couple of ba-da-da-das as it's fading out. Because the chorus is the main part that is really good, right? And at the end, you've like only done a little bit of it. And like you've missed that mark there, I feel like, because I was like ready to hear it again and I didn't get to hear it and I was like let down. And also superior inspiration in this part was it didn't fit well. I would have just done D6 refreshed with inspiration, like remove the word superior because I didn't fit well in his mouth. He was just kind of extending it in a weird way. But other than that, like I really liked it. It was very catchy. And I think, again, like that chorus was like really, really good. And it fit well with everything else and it tied it all together in a nice like little bow. So I appreciate that. And the lyrics being about a game, but also being about a bard. You know what's weird though? The picture being a lute, but you don't really hear the lute. If anything, you hear like flutes and a hurdy-gurdy or something. But yeah, what did you think?
I don't know 100% how you take this, but after
superior
looking at
inspiration's the name of the spell. Okay.
after looking at the top of the Suno homepage and seeing the hashtag fantasy playlist, this isn't on it. I'm not sure why, because there are some real shockers in there, and this is far more fantasy related music and lyric wise than the majority of the stuff on there. So you need to yell at someone if you're not up there. And it's relatively well formed. The voice is a little on the average male Suno vocal guy. But in saying all that, I liked it. It was a solid track. 7.58, somewhere around there.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Did I add that to my list? No, I'll just quickly do that. We're gonna stick that on.
I still feel like I'm yelling. I feel like I have to yell just
Yeah.
to make sure my voice comes through the microphone on Discord. Oh, here we go. It's the big one. Oh, who's it gonna be?
Poor Artemis, man. He's like, super unlucky. Should have gave him some of your luck, Monero.
I think it's some form of karma because it was the first one in the playlist.
In the playlist, yeah, but then he got pushed all the way to the bottom.
just junkies for the future, while the rich swap bodies like clothes. Dreams taste like copper and battery acid. Corpland everything, even what's under my skin. Chrome poison in my veins tonight. My reflections growing colder.
We.
This was really, really nice. Really, yeah, really good. What I would have liked to actually have heard, because you did the high fidelity part, right? The chorus, I was thinking, would have been nice if she hit those. What the fuck is the chorus? Why am I trying to find it? If she hit those like really high octaves, like the almost squeaky parts, the ones she was doing at the end would have been nicer if she hit it in the chorus. Maybe. Like I would probably say, like, if you were to ever like mess around with it later, I'd like to hear what that would sound like. And then only the part where she says corpse owns everything, even what's under my skin. It didn't roll off the tongue as nice. I would have maybe put the word all, corpse own all, even what's under my skin. Maybe that would have flowed a little nicer in the mouth. Honestly, like, freaking really good job. And the voice is really sweet and has like that emotion to it. So really good job, actually, to be honest. That was Metal in the Meat. Again, good job. I think, was it your other song that I liked as well? And I was like, that's cyberpunky because of blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, so I really like this cyberpunk feel. I would love to hear this like while I'm playing the game. Or even if you when you do like the YouTube music video or something for it, add some cyberpunk stuff, like actually like play the game and like do parts in it that would like be like this, so like lay down in photo mode in the bed and like, yeah, it would be funny, I think, and like good though as well. It might actually be good if you did a thing for it, but yeah, great job.
Yeah. So I don't know if the initial melody was trying to go for it. I don't want to 100% say that, but if the intention was to make something Edge Runner-esque, he definitely nailed it. And I really like the atmosphere. And it's a very good song. Bree stole my only gripe. The lyrics.
You said gripe because Reiki said gripe.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying it. Yeah, my only issue with the lyrics was that corpse own everything, even what's under my skin. I would have just taken the what's out of there, personally. Corpse own everything, even under my skin. Slightly off.
Is that what it? Wait.
You said corpse own all.
Yeah, but you.
And I just said change, instead of changing everything to all, change.
Or even
take the
under
what's
my skin.
out.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like one syllable has to be removed out of this for it to flow right. So if it's the all, or if you change
Like,
what,
I felt like taking the what's out might have fit
yeah,
the theme a little better than taking
Because
everything changed to
everything.
I'm
It's
not
3
talking syllable
syllables.
wise, I'm just talking writing wise.
Yeah, I was talking syllables. So I was trying to be like, as long as it can fit in the mouth.
Yeah, this some
Oh,
Raxon's
my
track top of the stream so far. I
Yeah.
act like there's not just one left.
Yeah, it's Artemis. Alright, Artemis, you ready?
And it's gonna miss him completely. Just spin the wheel and it keeps spinning.
I sit in the far, far corner of my soul, trying to stitch and glue the pieces of life that's been before. I see the people's faces from my past. They've
Interesting.
changed, but their selfishness still
Parsed.
lasts. Money and material things still rule their friendship and peace, still managing their lives and relationships. My wounded heart is breaking apart, shattering chunks, crack my body on lumps. I'm trying to stitch, I'm aiming to breathe, but suffocating in vacuum of death. Losing my conscience in fragile chest, my wounded heart still pounding, still lasts love.
Why did I think that you were gonna say send me nudes? I was like, Raxon, god damn it. Why would he do that?
My wounded heart is breaking apart.
That's weird.
Shattering chunks, crack my body on lungs. I'm trying to stitch, I'm aiming to breathe,
That mum?
Yeah.
in vacuum of death.
Do you wanna just text and say we are ready?
What are we then?
Yeah. Because it'll take them some time to drive over here.
My wounded heart
Just
still pounding, still last.
Raxon's femboy snack.
This is really fucking good, Artemis. Really good. Really soft and beautiful voice. I would say, like, for me, when I like a song enough, I start getting like ideas of how to fix it to make it perfect. So like, I think when he said chunks, I would have maybe said parts. I know it's like, is breaking apart, shattering in parts might be a bit weird, but like, it just, chunks sounds so like grotesque when everything else has been so nice. Or even like pieces maybe. There was again the part that threw me out at the beginning where he said, I think the way he said past, he said parsed. So that little accent thing was a bit weird. And I think this O should have been an like M, and then this one was fine because this one works. This O didn't work as well. I think this line, still managing their lives and relationships, didn't flow quite well. Everything else was actually really fucking good. So yeah, great work, honestly. Very impressed.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Good product. The only bit I'm stuck on.
Oh, did I do the wrong thing?
What do you mean the wrong?
Did you guys see that? Did I put that on the top shelf or the middle shelf, or did I put it on none? Did I accidentally grab Monero's? I actually don't know what I fucking did. I'm just gonna... If I fucked up, I'll do it later. I'll fix it later.
So I would... The one thing I'm stuck on is the crack my body on lumps.
It does seem a bit strange, but it sounds nice coming out of his mouth.
Because as far as I can tell, crack is the little curved bit when you're making an archway.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you would do that on lumps.
Unless you're saying like he's arching, or like he's putting his body, he's curving his body like an archway over lumps.
Like it generally feels a bit off. And say, like, I'm not gonna be on stream and say whether it's 100% real or not, but if it is V5, it's a little disappointing because there's still issues. It was consistent.
V5, you mean V4?
No, I mean V5.
There is no V5.
That's what I'm saying. It's not I can't 100% say it because I don't personally know. But say it is, it's not. It's definitely more consistent, but great.
I'm confused.
There was a bit of distortion.
Suno version 5 isn't out yet.
Well, I'm reading the chat. Like, you should be doing your butthead.
Yeah. But... Oh, it's in beta test. Right. I was like, this is a V4 song.
I mean, because I guess the biggest thing I could say, if it was in a beta test, there would be more posts. Actually, no, there wouldn't be any posts about it, if I'm being perfectly honest. Because they would be under NDA to not say anything about it. So you might have broken your NDA if it's a real thing. You might have to ask whether that was okay or not.
I'm just gonna leave you guys on this shitty video clip of the song that I did as we fade out into the distance. Good job on everyone's songs today too. And also keep it up, keep up the good work, everybody. Love what you've done so far.
Down. 'Cause
I love how the crows are flying in her room.
And you might as well play one of my really old things afterwards, and I'll just make sure I'm ready.
Oh, I don't even know if we have time. They might be on their way. Might be a bit of a rush.
Maybe. I haven't texted back then. One way or the head.
Well, I mean, I might have to call. That's what I'm saying. I might have to skip your song today. We'll do it next time. When there's more time. My band-aid is falling off my finger.
Come back, can you take my hand? I still need you, memories haunt me. Can't we go home now? Left me on my own. I can make it out.
Yeah, just before quarter
And
past.
I held on to you.
Take probably
Were,
enough.
you were. Yeah, but you know Mum and Dad. They're probably already quarter two. Apparently we might have enough time for Jordan's song. But he ran away anyway. I don't think I'll worry, to be honest. I want to double check that I'm ready, I think. Because I'm going out for dinner for my mum's birthday. And for my birthday, because my birthday's on April 12th, hers was March 15th, but she was on a holiday. So we're doing a joint thing, now. Ah, you thought it was gonna end, but it just picked up. Surprise attack. Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna be old. And she's old. And we're old. It's great. One step closer to death, and I'm about to break. I was copying the vibe from another song I heard, which was like nice and slow, like this. Yeah. All right. This one is on my YouTube, so if you want to give it a like and a thumb or a listen in your own time, feel free. But yeah, thank you guys for your songs and submissions, and keep up the good work, and take care and shit in Jordan's pants. And as always, we've been us, you've been you, and we love and appreciate everything that you do. And yeah. Oh, there's my parents, they're beeping their horn. I told you, Jordan, I told you. Alright, bye guys.
Breathe, the breeze is a bear. Can't take the grizzly out of the bear, but you could put the panda into the bear. Move your hands for the pink blue bear.